So, good evening. Is it working? Yeah. Good evening, YouTube. It's been a while. Been a lot of traveling, a lot of miles under my belt since the last time we spoke. Thought I'd just get you updated and let you know the current situation of what's happening and how I've got to this situation. As always, I fly every year, as you know. So I landed at Heathrow Airport, London, on let me get this right, I think it was the 11th. So basically a week ago, give or take, on the 11th of April. Let me get this right. No, we're still not right. On the 11th of April last week, which would have been, if I'm correct, Thursday. Bear with me a second. I haven't got my calendar where I thought I got it. But yeah, so landed basically a week ago. What happened is, as always, I don't know if you remember my car, my Audi A3, was basically on its last legs last year before I left the country. Knew that I needed a car, I needed some kind of transport on entering the UK. So all a bit different this year. So I knew before I even took off that my son, my youngest son, Jason, was going to meet me at Heathrow Airport, which we did successfully. Took a while to find each other because different terminals and whatever. He landed at Terminal 5, I landed at Terminal 2, which means he had to come to Terminal 2 so we could get basically a bus, which ended up being a taxi to our hotel. So we eventually met and managed to find each other, but time was getting on by then. It was gone midnight, 12:30. I landed at 8:30, roughly, in the evening. Jason landed about 10:30 before we actually managed to find each other. It took a while after that because there's a couple of bus terminals at Heathrow, as most people will know. Jason had gone to the one which is basically the National Express one, which takes you to all over the country. I'd gone to the one where you could get a bus into London or whatever, and there's the hoppers that hops around to the different hotels and whatever. Anyway, by the time we'd found each other, we'd missed the last bus because they go like every hour to the hotel area. So we had to get a taxi, which was quite expensive, 25 quid that was, just to get a taxi, which you could almost see the hotel from where we were, but we'd have never got there. So yeah, we went to what's called an Ibis budget hotel, Heathrow Central. Recommended to anybody, whoever doesn't want to pay a lot of money, but wants exactly the same service as any other hotel. Really brilliant, absolutely spot on. So we arrived there. It must have been 12:30, 1:15 by the time we actually got to the hotel. It's manned 24 hours. You go in there, basically you have to ring the buzzer because you can't go in. You normally got your room card, which lets you in and out of the hotel, no matter what time. Obviously we hadn't got that, but we had pressed the buzzer. They let us in. You have to go. You find out you have to go to the first floor. So we come in on the ground floor. You have to go to the first floor and so on. In you go. Two nice people. They're very, very helpful. It wasn't as if we had to leave the hotel by 11 o'clock the next morning like you do in most hotels. They said sometime afternoon. I can't remember exactly what time they said, but that gave us so much time in the morning to get a good night's sleep. And the next day when we woke up, shower, went and had some breakfast. We'd been looking later the night we arrived. We'd also been looking for a car because I need a car. So we've been looking at what we call Gumtree, what I call Gumtree, what is called Gumtree. Gumtree London cars. Put in your maximum amount. So my maximum amount was £1,000. Rung up about a few cars the next morning. Had a couple of answers here and there. Eventually, what we've ended up with, or what I've ended up with, is with a quite a nice 2008 1.4 litre petrol Ford C-Max. So it's a little bit longer than the Audi. It's developed an exhaust issue, so the exhaust is blowing, so that's obviously been bodged before I bought it. But in saying that, I have been from Heathrow to Hereford and back. I took Jason a few days later back to Heathrow again, so it's done that journey again to Heathrow and back, and to work, which is a 50 what is it? It's a 44-mile round trip, give or take. So I've done that a few times already because I've started work, so which I'll go to in a minute. Yeah, so that's that. So I've got the car. The tent by my side is up as always. What will be different this year, I've actually sprayed that tent to try and, because it's been raining a lot. So I've sprayed the tent before, as soon as we put it up, with sort of cheap spray, so just the seams really. It seems to be holding up. It's not letting any water in so far. It has rained quite a bit, not serious downpours, which which will come, but it has been raining through the night pretty continuously and through today. Not really heavy stuff, but enough to test it, and it seems to be holding up, which is good because last year it was letting the water in. So just that little bit of spray on the seams seems to have helped. So it seems to have done the job a little bit. So that's it. But the main thing now is what I'm telling you now, which I'm quite childishly excited about. Hang on, just bear with me 1 second. Some little model planes just in my car. They got these polystyrene planes, children next door. They're quite good actually. They do take off in the wind quite good. I think he's a little bit been trying to come to get it, but he's got it. So yeah. Off they go. These are brilliant little things. They seem to be made out of polystyrene or something. They got 3 of them. They really do. And it's very windy. They are. Wish I could show you that, but I'm filming, so I digress. Anyway, so where was I? So yeah. So the exciting part about this car, if I push this passenger seat, let me turn there, forward, right forward, as far as it'll go, tip it. The seats at the back, they are 3 individual seats. They all come out. So if I take them all out, or take 2 of them out, my plan is to take 2 out, leave 1 in, maybe. That's just maybe at the moment. It is then long enough to take the air mattress that I've got in the tent. So when we came back, I had no mattresses, and I had a double air mattress that I borrowed from the landlord, which I'd actually forgotten to give back. Well, they're going well, these planes. But it's got a hole in it, so we pumped it up and it was leaking because we were going to sleep in that together. But we went back to town. We got a couple of, Jason went and bought a couple of very nice single air mattresses, and they do seem to be holding up very well. So I've tried one in here. It actually fits a treat. So my plan is behind the passenger seat to get some kind of wooden framework in there and make sort of a semi-permanent base. So to put the mattress on as well, and maybe some bit of wood across that, some 3-ply across there to make a bit of a bed, and the air mattress on, and that should be fine. So I do plan on using the car more to sleep in this year than last year, and the tent's going to be when the weather's really nice, really calm, and I got a couple of days off, whatever. But if it's cold, miserable and damp, I will be sleeping in the car once I've got it set up. I have slept in the car a couple of times already, but just with the passenger seat back, and that's not that comfortable. You can stretch out a little bit, but it's not that. You get the ridge in your back where the seats join like that, so that's not so good. A little tiny child's got one of these things as well. It's quite chilly out there, but they're going really well. These planes, they are excellent things. I need to find out where they get those from. Yeah, I keep going off topic here. I'm fascinated by these planes. So yeah, so that's about it at the moment. I actually started work. I've done a couple of shifts. I should have done a half day yesterday. I must have caught a cold, and it's quite a bad one. I must have caught it off somebody on the plane, which happens. And it's got worse and worse. So I actually lost, the last few days, I lost my voice. It's come back now. So I got my voice back. Coming and going really with that, and very bad cough and cold. So I had to cancel yesterday's half-day shifts. I've done 2 long days, 14-hour shifts. Yesterday I just had to cancel. It wasn't possible. I wouldn't have been able to do that. So I've got today off. I've got tomorrow off, and then I'm back on full whack again with the shifts as of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so on and so forth. Wednesday off, back in Thursday, and so on. So lots of work. So that's good. Plenty of hours. Hoping to save a lot of money this year. I'm quite happy with the car. Like I say, it's got a bit of an exhaust problem, but that's not a big issue. It seems to run very nice. The thing about my Audi, it got attacked by the mice when I wasn't there, so it got into all my bedding, so I've had to buy new bedding and stuff. And it got into a lot of my clothes, which I've had to throw away, which is, I got too much anyway, to be honest with you. So, but the car stinks. It's the rat mouse droppings rather, and the mouse pee is what seems to have sunk into the leather, into the dash. It's all like gone mouldy, burny. So tomorrow, if the weather's okay, I'm gonna have a go at cleaning that up a bit. Basically, so if I can drive, it'll actually start. I've charged the battery, started first turn of the key. Very rough to start with, but it seemed to cure itself of that, which it didn't last year, so I don't know. But it's too little too late now, so it's going to have to go to the breaker's yard. Not the scrappy so much, where they just put them, pressure them into a square box, and then you get per weight. I'm taking this one, if I can drive it there, to more what's called a breaker's yard, which they break it down. Well, what they really do there, and I've known them for decades, is that it's the old-fashioned type where you just put the cars on top of cars and that sort of thing, where you can go find the parts yourself. A proper original breaker's yards, and they still exist. And I'll get a bit more money for that. I've heard up to 250. If I can get 200 for it, I'm a happy man. If I had the time to do some work on it, I could probably get, and because it's got MOT on it and everything, and it's actually still insured. But I could use it. But I haven't got the time. I haven't got the energy. And I'm not a mechanic. But I get a sneaky feeling somebody could get that car going really nice again. Whether they could get the smell out of it, I am not so sure. So there you go. Yeah, sorry, just watching the family there with their planes again. So yeah, that's about it for now. I will do a bit more filming. I always promise to do this, don't I? But it's always very hit and miss when I get the chance to, and so on and so forth. But so far, I'm quite happy with the way things are set up here. Let me just take you off so I've got my tent there. As you see, it's quite breezy. The family down there, one of those planes, that didn't fly very well, did it? That's the mum having a go at it, but she was very good at it a minute ago. But yeah, they're flying really well in the wind. I need to have a word with them, see where they've got them from, and take some back to the Philippines probably with me or something. And that would be a bit of fun. So yeah, that's it. I won't go on anymore. I'm just going to have a relaxing evening now. Go and see my mate Richard in the morning, hopefully sometime tomorrow. We'll meet up for a cup of tea or something if I'm feeling a bit better, which I am, not really. I'm okay now. Getting there. I can't smoke my pipe, which I suppose everybody's saying, well, that's a bloody good thing, isn't it? So I can't. I haven't smoked it for a few days. I tried today on my way to town. I lit it up. Cough, splutter. Thought, no, thank you. It's too early. So I am living quite healthy, really. I haven't had that much beer, although I bought myself some cans for tonight. And I did have a couple last night, but on the whole, a lot less. Because I'm tired and haven't been very well, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. Everybody take care. I will be in touch. I will be talking to you soon or showing you stuff soon. Bye for now.